World Hijab Day started in Fort McMurray 6 years ago and has been an open way of sharing about the hijab. Women of all faiths gather every year to share in the acceptance of our multicultural community.
I think it's really important, Jen, because we still have questions about each other. And those questions can't be answered if we don't provide everybody a platform to come and ask them. And the idea is that, hey, we've built it, are you going to come? And we are so grateful to everybody. As you can see behind me, it's a huge crowd. This may be our biggest one yet. We say that every year probably, but that's the beauty of it. Every year it grows, and we're honored and blessed to have an amazing community.
A lot of people ask me about what Fort McMurray is like to live in and what kind of place it is, and I say it's one of the most diverse and welcoming places you could ever want to live. It's probably the most diverse place in Canada. You know, I've been to every single World Hijab Day since it was started here about 6 years ago, and I'm always proud to see so many people. This year we're doing it at Keanu College, which is a different environment. We have just as many people, if not more, than we ever had before. So I think it's going to grow and grow in the future, and I'm proud to see that.
I think it's important for all Canadians to recognize that we are different. We have a multicultural nation, and that's who we are as Canadians, welcoming, opening.
In these days and times, there is a lot of misconceptions. You know, people tend to judge you on the way you look, and it is not just with the hijab, it goes with everything else, like how you look, where you're from, what you're wearing. So being able to be here is to educate people, you know, about what hijab is, what it means. Like, I'm the same person inside, it's just the covering that is different.
When I first heard about it, I thought, what a wonderful idea for those of us women who are not Muslim to walk a mile in our sister's hijab. And it's something that I still hold true to, and it's just a wonderful event.
You know, I think this is really a truly special day for the community, and every year I like to come and show support to all the women in this community that choose to wear hijab and are making that choice for themselves. And I think that really their hashtag says it all, free in hijab, and I think that today really celebrates that.
Ask questions. Please don't be afraid to ask questions, because when you don't ask, you assume. When you assume, you hate, and then you create a cycle, and then you become a part of the problem instead of becoming a part of the solution. So all it takes is to step up and just ask that question with respect, because when you have respect, you have an attitude of solving problems. And guess what? In today's world, unfortunately, when it comes to different groups and races and creeds, problems exist. Those problems can be solved by asking questions, finding answers together, and doing what needs to be done, which is, again, build bridges. We're proud to be here. Modesty, honor, beauty is our tagline, because that's what the hijab is. And if you can't understand that, or if you don't understand that, then again, ask those questions. We're here to answer. Thank you.